In this video, we will explore the vast differences in wealth that exist around the world, starting with the poorest countries and working our way up to the richest. Burundi, a small country in East Africa, is known for its stunning landscapes and rich cultural heritage, but sadly, it is also known as the poorest country in the world. Burundi is located in the heart of Africa, and its economy is heavily dependent on agriculture, but the country has been plagued by civil war and political instability, leading to a lack of investment and infrastructure development. Additionally, Burundi has a high population density and a limited natural resource base, making it difficult for the country to generate wealth. And with a lack of access to education and healthcare, the majority of the population is unable to improve their economic situation. But it's not all doom and gloom. The Burundian government is working hard to improve the economy and create opportunities for its people. They have implemented economic reforms and are working to improve infrastructure and invest in human capital. So, while Burundi may be the poorest country in the world, it is taking steps to change its future and build a brighter, more prosperous future. Next, we have Somalia, a country in the Horn of Africa, is next on the list. The country has been ravaged by conflict and drought, making it difficult for people to escape poverty. The reasons for Somalia's poverty are complex and multifaceted. One of the main reasons is the ongoing conflict and instability in the country. Somalia has been plagued by civil war and terrorism for decades, which has severely impacted its economy and disrupted its ability to develop and grow. Another reason for Somalia's poverty is its reliance on agriculture as its main source of income. Drought and climate change have had a devastating impact on the country's agriculture, leading to food shortages and malnutrition. Additionally, Somalia has a weak infrastructure and lacks access to basic services such as healthcare and education. This has further hindered its development and made it difficult for the country to improve its economy. Coming in at number 3 is Mozambique, is a country located in Southeast Africa. Despite its rich natural resources, Mozambique is considered one of the poorest countries in the world. There are several reasons why Mozambique is poor. First, the country has a history of conflict and political instability. In the 1970s and 1980s, Mozambique was embroiled in a civil war that caused widespread destruction and displaced millions of people. Second, Mozambique has a low level of industrialization and economic development. The country's economy is heavily dependent on agriculture and exports of raw materials such as coal and natural gas. Third, Mozambique has a high level of inequality and poverty. According to the World Bank, almost half of the population lives below the poverty line. Many people lack access to basic services, such as education and healthcare, which makes it difficult for them to escape poverty. Fourth, Mozambique is vulnerable to natural disasters such as floods and cyclones. These disasters can cause significant damage to the country's infrastructure and crops, which can have a negative impact on the economy and people's livelihoods. Next, we have Madagascar. Madagascar may be known for its unique wildlife and stunning landscapes, but the reality is that it is one of the poorest countries in the world. There are several reasons why this is the case. First, Madagascar has a history of political instability and conflict, which has hindered economic growth and development. Second, the country has limited natural resources and a lack of infrastructure, making it difficult for businesses to operate and for people to access essential services. Third, Madagascar has a high rate of poverty and unemployment, with nearly 2/3 of the population living below the poverty line. Despite these challenges, Madagascar remains a beautiful and vibrant country with a rich culture and a strong sense of community. But until its people and leaders can address the root causes of poverty, the country will continue to struggle to provide its people with the opportunities and resources they need to thrive. Next, we have Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone was once a prosperous country known for its abundant natural resources, including diamonds, gold, and iron ore. But over the years, corruption and mismanagement have taken their toll on the economy. Political instability, armed conflicts, and natural disasters have also contributed to the country's poverty. Additionally, the lack of infrastructure and access to education and healthcare has hindered the development of the country. But with the right leadership and policies, it has the potential to turn things around and become a thriving nation once again. Now let's take a look at the richest countries in the world. The UK has a long and storied history of global trade and commerce. It's been a major player in the world economy for centuries, with a vast network of ports and shipping lanes that connect it to every corner of the globe. But the UK's wealth isn't just a product of its history. It also has a highly educated and skilled workforce, with some of the best schools and universities in the world. This has helped to drive innovation and productivity in a wide range of industries, from finance and technology to fashion and media. The UK also has a strong and stable government with a well-functioning legal system that protects property rights and encourages entrepreneurship. This has created an environment that's conducive to business growth and development. But perhaps the biggest reason for the UK's wealth is its strategic location. It's situated at the heart of Europe, with easy access to major markets and trading partners. This has made it a hub for international trade and investment, helping to drive economic growth and development. Next at number 4, we have Germany, a land of engineering marvels, thriving industries, and a robust economy. But why is Germany so rich? Let's take a closer look. One reason for Germany's wealth is its strong manufacturing industry. From cars to machinery, German products are known for their quality and precision. Germany also has a thriving financial sector, with a well-regulated stock market and a strong banking system. This attracts investors and helps drive economic growth. Germany places a strong emphasis on education and research, which helps foster a highly skilled workforce. This in turn leads to innovation and the development of new technologies and industries. Germany also has a diverse and sustainable economy, with a focus on renewable energy and environmental protection. This helps ensure long-term prosperity and a high standard of living for its citizens. Next, coming in at number 3, we have Japan. The secret to Japan's wealth lies in its unique culture and values. For starters, Japan has a strong work ethic. They believe in putting in long hours and hard work to achieve success. This dedication to their jobs has helped Japan become a leading player in the global economy. But it's not just about work for the Japanese. They also place a high value on education. From a young age, children are taught the importance of learning and striving for excellence. This has helped Japan produce some of the most highly educated and skilled workers in the world. But Japan's wealth goes beyond just its economy. They also have a rich and vibrant culture that is celebrated and preserved. From their beautiful temples and gardens to their delicious food and rich history, Japan has something for everyone. And let's not forget their love of nature. The Japanese have a deep respect for the environment and work to preserve it for future generations. This commitment to sustainability has helped Japan maintain a high standard of living for its people. The second richest country in the world is China. China has been around for centuries, and throughout its history, it has always been a powerhouse of trade and industry. Its vast territory, abundant resources, and massive population have all contributed to its wealth. But it's not just natural resources that have made China rich, it's also the hard work and ingenuity of its people. For example, China is the world's largest manufacturer, producing everything from toys to electronics to cars. Its factories churn out goods at an incredible pace, and its low labor costs make its products incredibly competitive on the global market. But China isn't just a manufacturing powerhouse. It's also a leading provider of services, from finance to healthcare to tourism. In fact, China's service sector has been growing at an impressive rate, and it's now responsible for a significant portion of the country's GDP. But perhaps the biggest reason for China's wealth is its strategic vision. The Chinese government has been incredibly successful at attracting foreign investment, and it has also been aggressive in building its infrastructure, from roads and railways to ports and airports. All of this has contributed to China's impressive economic growth, and it's why the country is now a global superpower, with a GDP that ranks second only to the United States. The richest country in the world is currently the United States. The United States is the richest country in the world because it has the largest economy, the most diverse workforce, and the most innovative spirit. The United States has a strong and diverse economy. It's home to some of the world's largest and most profitable industries, including tech, finance, and entertainment. But it's not just the size of the economy that sets the United States apart. The country also has a highly educated workforce and a culture that values innovation and entrepreneurship. This has allowed the United States to stay ahead of the curve and maintain its position as a global economic powerhouse. Furthermore, the United States has a robust political and legal system that protects property rights and encourages investment. This has attracted businesses from around the world, contributing to the country's wealth. Of course, there are also factors outside of the country's control that have contributed to its wealth. For example, the United States has a vast and abundant supply of natural resources, including oil, coal, and natural gas. These resources have been key to the country's economic growth and development. But ultimately, it's the combination of these factors that makes the United States the richest country in the world. Its strong economy, highly educated workforce, and supportive legal and political systems have allowed the country to thrive and continue to prosper. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the poorest and richest countries in the world. We hope that this video has given you a better understanding of the vast disparities that exist in our global economy. As we have seen, there are many factors that contribute to a country's wealth, from natural resources to infrastructure and education. But ultimately, it is the hard work and determination of its people that truly drive economic growth. We encourage you to continue learning about these issues and to consider how you can contribute to creating a more equal and prosperous world for all.